If you're not getting the kind of clients you want yet, this video is for you. I'm sharing what you need in order to move your photography portfolio from just being good to one that actually stands out. So if you're tired of feeling like your portfolio is just one of many, lost in the noise, let's transition that to be the one and only for your dream clients. Let's dig in. First, let's talk about the most important role of a portfolio. If you're a professional photographer or aspire to be, you already know that having a strong photography portfolio is not just a nice to have, it's essential. But here's what top photographers understand that struggling ones don't. New photographers think of their portfolio as a collection of their best images. But the most successful photographers use their portfolio in a bit of a different way. They use it for positioning. This is an important distinction if you want to go full-time as a photographer, or even if you've been in business a while and you've noticed your growth has started to plateau. The short and sweet of this is positioning is how we shape the way a potential client perceives our value. It's all about standing out from other photographers and making it clear why you are the best choice. This is how some photographers are easily able to charge 10 times more for a very similar service. While value is determined by the customer, you can influence how they see you by improving your business's positioning. And as photographers, our main tool to do this is our portfolio. Our images are our clients' first impression, so it's essential that they align with what our clients are dreaming of in a dream photographer. Otherwise, we've lost them. In my own journey of running a six-figure business the last decade and in coaching other photographers how to build the same for themselves, I found that there's really 3 stages of building a highly attractive portfolio. And as you move through these levels, the competition becomes less and less as your perceived value goes up. Level 1 is the professional portfolio. This is the level where a portfolio shows technical mastery, such as sharp focus, great lighting, consistent editing, compelling compositions. At this stage, you're positioned as the trusted choice. Clients will see you as professional, reliable, and trustworthy. And trust leads to bookings. Level 2 is the connective portfolio. At this level, your portfolio demonstrates technical expertise, but it also deeply resonates with your ideal clients. Now you're positioned as the desired choice. Clients want you. And level 3 is the unique portfolio. This is where you combine technical mastery and emotional resonance with a style that's all your own. This combination of skill and connection and uniqueness positions you as the one and only for your dream clients. Your dream clients will have to have you at this stage. Now, I found that most photographers will have a mix of all 3 of these elements in their portfolios, but the most in-demand photographers who easily attract those premium clients, they've mastered all 3. So we're going to talk about how you can begin bringing more of each of these levels into your own portfolio. But first, let's talk about the level that all photographers start in and most photographers stay in. Any guesses which one? It's actually a level before these, level 0, the good portfolio. 90% of photographers are stuck here, yet don't even realize it. A good portfolio has some clever images and might even get a lot of praise from family, friends, and clients. But let's just be honest, this portfolio is not doing its job of attracting the right clients. And that's because in a saturated market, good blends in with everyone else. This is why this is called level 0. A good portfolio is boring. It's average and it blends in. And it positions us as one of many. When this happens, it's hard for clients to see the difference in value between you and every other photographer out there. So naturally, price becomes the main deciding factor in who they hire. And clearly that's not where we want to be. There's a quote I love from author Jim Collins: "Good is the enemy of great." In order to become great, we need to make the choice to never settle for good. And this is even more important in business. If we want to attract those premium clients who value you for your art and not your low prices, the goal is to elevate out of this zone as fast as possible. So I challenge you, don't settle for good, aim for great. And if you're up for the challenge, let's dive into the levels that will help your portfolio stand out. Level 1 is the professional portfolio. This is a portfolio that demonstrates ninja level mastery of your craft. Some signs that you've reached this level are when you've mastered your camera to the point where it feels like an extension of you, and you don't really have to think about getting those perfect settings. You just intuitively know them and can make quick adjustments on the fly without thinking. And your images are technically strong with sharp focus, expert lighting, perfect exposure. Your compositions are intentional and compelling. You've moved beyond those happy accidents and are now the art director of your photos, where every shot is designed to guide the viewer to exactly where you want their eyes to be. And you can deliver high quality images in any environment, whether it's bright midday sun or low light. You consistently produce great results that are on par with what your clients have hired you for. And your editing is clean and high quality and consistent, with skin tones that are natural and flattering across all your images. In short, at this level, you're not just good, you're great at what you do, and clients can see it. This positions you naturally as the trusted choice. And trust is everything. It's the number one factor in a client's decision to hire you. So if you're currently attracting price shoppers, this is the level you need to focus on first. The better you are at your craft, the more clients will trust you and the more you can charge. Simple as that. For me personally, this was probably the hardest level to master. Early in my career, I felt frustrated because I was only attracting those budget clients, and I really felt invisible to the clients that I wanted. And I'll admit that part of the reason I got stuck here for way longer than necessary was I blamed it on the wrong things, such as the kinds of shoots I was getting. I felt like that must be the reason that I wasn't growing as fast as I wanted, because I didn't have that kind of work to show in my portfolio. But in truth, even if I landed those shoots, my skills weren't where they needed to be. So it took getting really honest with myself about the gap between where I was and where I wanted to go in my career. And then getting really intentional about aligning my skills with that version of me out there who already naturally attracted those kind of clients. I talked in the last video in this Revive Your Portfolio video series about a portfolio review I had with a photographer that I looked up to at the time. And that was a bit of a wake-up call for me because it showed me that my images weren't where they needed to be, even though I thought at the time I was doing pretty good. So if this is where you're at right now, trust me, I know how frustrating it can be. We all have blind spots when it comes to our own work. And I also know that you might feel like you should be further along by now. However, remember, your past doesn't define your future. It doesn't matter how long or short you've been a photographer. A lot can change in just a few months' time. It happened for me, and all it took was deciding to actually master my camera, my lighting, and my editing skills. The next level of a photography portfolio that stands out to premium clients is the connective portfolio. This is a portfolio that has the technical mastery of level 1, as well as a deeper emotional connection with your clients. When you nail this, you move beyond simply being the trusted choice to the desired choice. No more chasing clients. Clients will be chasing you, just hoping you're available. Chances are, if you're a photographer of people, you probably already do a pretty decent job of connecting with your clients on some level. So how can you tell that you've reached the connective portfolio stage? The biggest indicator will really be in the kinds of clients you're attracting and the ease of which you're booking them. In other words, are you currently having to turn away amazing clients because you're already booked? If not, you might want to do some work in this area. Here are a few things to look at in your portfolio to add an even deeper layer of connection. Portfolios that have mastered this level feature images that are emotive. They stir a feeling in the viewer, and they go beyond pretty to impactful. They're aligned. Every image is highly intentional, chosen with that dream client in mind. They're aspirational. Your portfolio images only include details and locations and outfits that are going to inspire and resonate with those dream clients. The goal is really for your ideal clients to be able to see themselves in your work. And they include storytelling. They tell a story that draws in the viewer. People are naturally drawn to stories. So when your portfolio can take them on a visual journey, it's going to add this extra layer of connection. This level is really about moving beyond just aesthetically beautiful or even technically perfect images. It's about creating images that deeply resonate. The best photographers know that the end result of what we're selling is actually not a product and not a service. We're selling a feeling. And it's delivered through a service, through our photos, but the real magic is beneath the surface. So if you want to move your portfolio in this direction, one thing to do is start by asking yourself, when a client looks at my portfolio, what feeling is being elicited? And then to go even deeper, ask, what feeling are they hoping my photography will give them? If you can tap into this, you'll become highly desirable to your dream clients. But if you want to become the one and only, there's one more level we have to talk about. But before we cover that, click the link in the description below to grab my free premium portfolio checklist that's going to walk you through step-by-step how to self-audit your existing portfolio to instantly elevate it and ensure it's working for you, not against you. Grab that now and save it for every time you update your portfolio. All right, let's dive into level 3 of a portfolio that truly differentiates you, the unique portfolio. When you reach this level, you won't just stand out as a photographer. You'll have successfully positioned yourself as the one and only option for your dream clients. At this level, we're talking about more than just being good or even great. This is where your unique style, vision, and creativity come together to make your work unmistakably yours. Now, there's a lot that goes into crafting a signature portfolio, but here's 3 pieces of advice to get you just starting to think and shoot differently. Number 1 is to be different without being gimmicky. Many beginners think that standing out means being wildly different or adding something flashy to their photos just to be unique. But that often comes across as gimmicky, and clients can sense when something doesn't feel authentic. Also, while being different is important, it's not enough on its own. You need to be different in a way that matters to your ideal clients. This is where creativity and restraint come in. Each of these levels builds on each other for a reason. When you've mastered the technical skills from level 1, it's going to free up headspace to experiment and play and truly innovate. And when you've mastered creating images that emotionally connect in level 2, you've ensured that your images will always align and resonate with your clients. Your technical mastery is going to give you the confidence and skill to break the rules and create images that are distinct and impactful. But always remember, being different just for difference sake isn't the best. It doesn't work. The best photographers know how to stay aligned with their dream clients' desires while also expressing their unique artistic vision. The next tip is to stop copying your competitors. Now, this may seem obvious, but it's important to mention because it's one of the biggest traps that photographers fall into, and that's looking too much at what their competitors are doing. And when we're constantly checking out other photographers' portfolios, it can be really tempting to emulate their work. And actually, most times, this will happen unintentionally because as humans, we just have a natural tendency to mirror others. So the more you do this, the more you're going to blend in with everyone else. But here's the thing. Competitive research is actually a good thing, but only when it's done very intentionally with the goal of creating something that stands out. So don't get caught in the comparison game. Instead, use your research to discover and tease out what makes you unique. And when browsing others' portfolios, if you notice a lot of similar elements, such as similar poses or backgrounds, use that as a guide of what not to feature in yours. One question that has helped me over the years is asking, how can I wake up the tired client who's been scrolling through portfolio after portfolio? When everything is just kind of starting to blend together for them and all look the same, how can I make them stop and say, wow, this is different? The next piece of advice to help you bring more uniqueness into your portfolio is to define what you want to be known for. Now, while there's obviously a lot that goes into defining your style, defining what you want to become known for is one of the most important first steps that I recommend. So take a moment right now to pause this video and ask yourself, what do I want people to say about my brand and my work? Just take 1 to 2 minutes to reflect and write this down. When people think about your brand or share about it with their friends, What do you want them to say? What are the specific words that you would love for them to use when describing your photography? Whether it's bold and dynamic, or timeless and elegant, or vibrant and emotive. These words can help you curate a portfolio that reflects your unique vision and style. And once you're clear on this, you can use it as a filter to guide every shoot, every post, and every portfolio update. Over time, this is part of how you develop a style that sets you apart and helps you charge premium rates. When you master these 3 levels, you won't just have a good portfolio. You'll have a portfolio that positions you as the one and only choice for your dream clients. But now you might be wondering, what about specific images that you should have in your portfolio? If so, watch this video next, where I'll talk about the 6 images that unintentionally repel dream clients so that you can curate like a pro. And I'll catch you in the next video.